Welcome to Learn and Go Go, the podcast. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Sydnee A. I am your host, and I am also the author of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self. And I want to start this out by saying thank you so much to everybody that is already in the comments. I love you guys so much for finding me on YouTube, since Facebook is, right now, I am in trouble on Facebook. So if you guys have been following me for years on other accounts too, you probably have seen the post that got me in hot water. And since I'm on YouTube, I can say what it actually is. I posted on Valentine's Day. It's a little, you know how you got the Valentines in school that say to and from? So what I posted was a to from Valentine with Jeffrey Dahmer that says, "You're so cute, I want to eat you up." So the funny thing about getting banned for this is that not only have I posted it in past years, it showed up in my Facebook memories. So if it's in my Facebook memories, of course I'm going to post it, and then I'm restricted on Facebook now until March 16th. So thank you so much. I see Mortimer. Let's see who's out here. We have Mortimer Deadfellow. We have Skull. So happy to see you. Skull, if you know how to share this on our Discord channel, please do. I'm old and not tech savvy. And please put our Discord channel link in the comments so everyone can join us over there too. And we have, let's see, Luna Projects is here. Hello, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. So Severian, awesome to see you tonight. Thank you. I love seeing all you guys. You rock. So what I'm doing, like last week, we had Ilson on, and he is freaking fantastic. So what I'm going to try to do is guest week, me week, guest week, me week, because I love our private time too. I love just connecting with you guys, and not, I'm always happy to shout out whatever you guys have going on. Please put it in the comments. You know I am here to share, to lift you guys up, because what do I say? When the tide comes in, all ships rise. So please always let me know what you have going on so I can give you a shout out and point people in your direction so that they can support you also. But I didn't want to make it like a guest every week, if that makes sense. But it's so fun talking to people too. I hope you guys really enjoyed Ilson's episode last week, because he is such a great guy. I met him at the Power of Positive Murder film shoot. And like we said on the episode, we connected standing next to each other, screaming our heads off. So super happy that he was able to join us last week. Hey, thanks for hopping on Turbo Cerberus TV. I overthink Cerberus and I missay it. So happy that you are here too. So we are like halfway through February already. How the hell did that happen, right? So, Mortimer said Looney. I didn't know if Looney wanted me to say his name. That's why I was saying his handle here. But Looney Dingo is awesome, the creator of Metal Earth, which I am so grateful to be a part of, as is Mortimer, as is so many of our friends. And that's what I wanted to start tonight's show off with, the topic of gratitude, because you guys know I've been dealing with this stupid nerve pain, and believe me, I understand that when it comes to what other people deal with, it's like here, like people deal with this and I'm down here, and I'm grateful that that's all it is. It's a disruption, that's what it. So this past week, I got to go to the orthopedist, and we have a plan in place, and I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm also so grateful for all of you. I try to let you know that. If I'm not doing a good enough job, let me know, but I love you all, and I appreciate you so much. And everybody that has been here, we're all connected. And you guys make me so happy. You make my heart happy. And your support means everything to me. So I'm grateful for all of you. So if you could put something in the comments that you're grateful for, let's start with that. Let's start this on a good, positive energy, because there's been like some other stuff I've been dealing with that's not so positive. But I'm not sure if I want to spill that tea. So I'm happy to see all of you here tonight. Luna, did you think we were calling you Looney? That's cute. I love that. Let's see. All right. So Skull says 2 things. The server will go public on Saturday, and I have it set up. It shares the stream on Discord. Thank you. Awesome. So I'm still learning Discord. I've had one for a couple of years, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So Skull is our Discord master, kind of like the Dungeon Master in D&D. He's a Discord master for Black Flame Entertainment. Super grateful. And you're kicking ass. So thank you so much. And no worries, everybody that's not feeling 100% tonight. It's all good. It's all good. We're all here for each other, and that's what it's about. So let's see. Lizzie's here too, and she's saying hi to Luna. That makes me so happy when you guys all interact in the comments. I love love. And I love that y'all love each other. That's amazing. Let's see. All right, so I think Mortimer's grateful for Lizzie being sweet and making them coffee. That's a good thing to be grateful about. Looney's grateful for unity. I found such a wonderful fam in this community, and it warms my heart every day. I am right there with you. I always call you guys the family I didn't know I needed, because thanks to Johnny Necro, like, he introduced me to most of you. And he's probably at work right now, so he's probably not on here, but big shout out to Johnny Logan Harley for being the glue that has held so much of us together and been the map. He's the map. Because most of you I met because of doing Necrofiends of the Frozen Dead or other projects that he's been a part of and invited me to be a part of. So super grateful for all of you and for Johnny. That is awesome. Luna, I've known Luna a long time. How long have we been friends, sweetie? Because she's awesome. She is so wonderful and supportive. And you all are. I'm so grateful for all you guys. Let's see. Skull says, I'm grateful for you all. Last night I cried for an hour about a past community I was a part of. All the good and bad memories came flooding, and the community is no longer a thing. I'm so sorry. Sometimes we connect with people for a reason, and sometimes it's just for a season. And maybe you learned everything that you needed to from that community, and it was time to move on to the next chapter. And that can be hard. It can be really hard when people have been in your lives for a certain amount of time and then you have to break free. So I get that. Let's see. Luna says, yes, you silly butt. Let's see. Trying to remember the year, probably 2012. That sounds about right. I think that's probably about right. I feel like you've been my friend forever. So that's awesome. I'm just so grateful. And the stuff I've learned from all of you, like, it means the world to me. It's helped me grow as a person. And I'm just grateful for all of y'all. Let's see. Lizzie says, I'm grateful for the industrial heater Toyota puts in their Corollas when it's freezing. It's so nice to have. Oh, excuse me. Is it freezing right now where you live? Because I know it's usually hot. So it's funny, when I went to the doctor on Monday, the biggest hiccup I've had with this pain is not being able to work out, because as I've shared with all of you, and as I have shared in my book, which you can get at londongogo.com, I use exercise as a way to deal with my depression. It's one of the things that, the things I use to deal with it. I personally had a very bad experience with antidepressants, but I am all about them for everybody that can benefit from them. Fuck you, RFK Jr. They are absolutely necessary, and my experience is not everyone else's, so they need to be available. So I use exercise as part of my plan, and for the last 2 months, I haven't been able to. So, what was I going to say? Oh, we're talking about the weather. So the doctor on Monday was like, I said I need to start exercising again. And he's like, well, you can, just as long as it's not high impact. So no running. I said, sir, if I'm running, you better run too, because there's a psycho killer chasing me. I do not run. Like, I didn't, no, I may walk, but I'm not going to run. So he's like, all right, well, why don't you start walking? I said, okay. So yesterday, you all know me on TMI. Had my colonoscopy because this is the Sydnee's about to turn 50 medical tour I'm doing. It's been over 10 years since my last one. So, we did that. Everything's cool. Don't have to do another one for 10 years. Score. But I was not going to exercise during prepping for that. That was a bad idea. So I thought, okay, today's the day. I'm going to go walking. And I woke up and it was 17 degrees outside. And I said, fuck that noise. Tomorrow's another day. So I did not get to walk today. But it's in my plan, because I do need to start moving my body again. My hope is that I can get back to my dancing routines because I love them so much. And I just want to fit in my pants without the skills of needing some lard and a shoehorn because I'm getting a little wider. So trying to reel that back in. But let's see, what did Lizzie say? What it is? Oh my God, it's getting down to 16 tonight. Damn, girl, I didn't think it got that cold. That's crazy. Luna says, I'm grateful for heated blankets because it's bird degrees here. Absolutely. So Severian says, I'm grateful for my pup and the people I love. I'm grateful for you and your pup. So Severian's dog is so freaking cute. All right, Skull. Also rum and vodka. I'm grateful for that too. All right, so what did we say our code word is? Tatiana. So take whatever you have next to you, whether it's a boozy drink, a water, a soda, or whatever. Take a sip. I Tatiana'd your asses. All right, let's see. What do we have here? So Luna's been in Cincinnati since 2019. I know it gets cold there. So please get your heated blanket and stay warm. Rebecca, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for hopping on. There's 7 inches of snow outside where Skull lives. That's crazy. Lucky 7, but no thank you. Oh, Cody's here too. Hi. I hope y'all are feeling better. I know there's something going around. So that's no bueno. And I hope everybody's feeling well because it's that time of year when the cooties will get you. So I'm grateful for good health and for good friends and my nice warm sweatshirt that my hubby got me. Because that's you ever realize something stupid? So part of the issue with my back pain, I realized is I wear hoodies. And where the hood lies, when I lean back on it, it digs into my back. I'm like, how am I so sensitive? That's stupid. But now I'm getting all of these crew necks to help with that. So that's awesome. Oh no, Cody still feels like absolute shit. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. And, oh no, and Luna's battling pneumonia. All right, everybody send healing vibes to everybody in this chat, everybody that's watching in the replay. Let's all just send healing vibes out to everybody because that's awful. And Skull just got done being sick. I'm glad you're not sick anymore, but my goodness, guys. 'Tis the season. So I hope you all feel better soon because it's rough. Thankfully, that's not been, I don't want to jinx myself. Let me knock on some wood here. But mine's been more in the pain realm, and I did get some meds, so I have some steroids. So watch, I'm gonna Hulk out trying to feel better. Speaking of Hulk, what movies have you guys seen recently? Because I hear there's a Red Hulk in one of the movies that has just been released. But do you guys like to see movies in the theater? Do you like to watch them at home? Do you have a drive-in? Like, how do you like to watch your movies? What is your favorite way? And then if your favorite way is not the way that you have to do it, put that too, because like I love going to the theater for like we always go to the theater for Marvel movies. We got to see Stream in our local theater, which I'm very grateful for because I know that wasn't a huge release in all the theaters. But there's certain movies that when you see the preview, you're like, that's what I'm going to watch at home. Like I'm not using movie theater money to watch that movie. And then there's other ones that it's like, oh my God, I have to see that in the theater. I need all of the sight and sounds and, like everything. So let's see. Oh, Skull says that's it. I'm coming over and shrinking myself and fighting the virus. Skull's going to be like Ant-Man. And Luna says, good vibes to everyone, no matter if you're sick or just trying. I think she means getting over it. Absolutely. Cody says, I love the theater, but it's so fucking expensive in the South. Child, it is expensive in the North, too. Skull hasn't seen anything good in the theaters lately. The thing is, where we are on Tuesdays is reduced priced tickets and reduced priced concessions. So you can see it at a more reasonable rate. The other thing is if you get the apps, like we have a Regal near us, so I get the app and then you can use your points to get money off. And that's the only reason why one of the stories I tell all the time, you guys have probably heard me tell this before. So Dave and I have 3 kids, and then we have 2 nephews who we helped to raise because their father, Dave's brother, passed away when they were young. And then, my youngest best friend lived next door, and then my sister is 26 years younger than me. So at one point we were like, let's take all the kids to the theater because we're stupid. And we thought this was a good idea. So what did they want to see? Kung Fu Panda 2. 2 or 3. Is there a third one? Might have been 3. So we take all of these children to the theater, and between tickets and food and so many kids, it was almost $300 to watch that piece of crap movie. I am scarred. That was terrible. Never again. But that wasn't on Tuesday. So let's see. Lizzie says, I do not care for theaters. Rarely, once every few years, we'll catch something early bird, so it's nearly empty and dirt cheap. One thing that I love is now you get to pick your seats. You get the assigned seats when you buy your tickets. And that's so much better than having to get there early and try to fight for the seat that you want. I really am digging the assigned seat thing. And our Regal has the recliners. So, I always get the one that doesn't work for some reason. But I like that they're there, and you have some room and you can relax and you don't have to be like, that's my seat. No, it's my seat. I got the ticket right here that says so. So I do dig that. Skull says, Romulus was the last time I saw something. I don't know what Romulus is. It kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Rebecca says, I'm just worn out from the kids and appointments today. The oldest was home from school because of snow, and her therapist got to see all of her room by Zoom call. Is her room messy, or is it just showing off all of the things? Let's see. Sosavarian says, my favorite is the modern theaters with comfy seats or the old indie ones with balconies. Both are by far the best when nobody else is there. So Savarian and I have been to the movies together. We went and saw, tell me the actual name of it, because it was Pink Floyd. It was partially a concert of The Wall and partially Roger Waters being a whiny bitch, from what I remember. But it was in IMAX, so it was the big theater, and we just really enjoyed the concert parts and not the other parts so much. Let's see. Luna says, I actually got used to watching them at home with my suite, but I do love movie theater popcorn. Absolutely. You better come back, Looney. Well, I'll be here waiting for you. Let's see. Mortimer says, I will be going for Peter Dinklage's Toxic Avenger. They finally released that. I'm so excited. Like, that's been on the shelf for how long, and it's finally coming out, which is awesome. Cody says, we went and watched the Crow anniversary, showing one large popcorn, 2 drinks, and 2 tickets was close to $60. Absolutely. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. And I like to have popcorn at home. So I know how much popcorn you can get out of a little container of the kernels. So there's no way if you are buying them in bulk that it costs $12 or whatever for. And that's the other thing. It's like you get a small, it's 11. You get a medium, it's 11.50. You get a large, it's 12. It's like not even that much of a price difference. But one thing that I do like, and I don't know if they're still doing it at the theater, my oldest has the unlimited app. So they get to go for like 50 cents or whatever, they pay monthly, but then they get to go and they get a discount. And they had a refillable popcorn thing, but I don't think they have it this year. Because I'm like, I want to get that. Because even if I go once a month, it's only like $5 for a large instead of 150 and 2 pints of blood or whatever they charge now. So it's insane. So Severian says, I despise that they have premium pricing, which I never have any intention of honoring, hence the empty theater. I don't know what premium pricing is. I don't think my theater has that. Tanya, hey, welcome. All right, my whole house, including the baby, have been fighting off a flu. Oh, I'm so sorry. Or sinus infection for the last few weeks. Add on shoving Mother Nature's dandruff while sick. Fun times. I am so, so sorry. That is awful. And the last movie that Tanya has seen was The Lincoln Lawyer. I'm boring. I don't know what The Lincoln Lawyer is. I don't think I've heard of that one. Is it? I'm guessing Abraham Lincoln. But I'm going to have to look that one up. I don't know what that is. Yes, Roger Waters' The Wall. He says, because it's all Roger E. Waters' super genius. Yes, absolutely. Rebecca says, showing off everything in her room. Thankfully, she actually cleaned it today, but that lady did not want to see every stuffy and every book or every Barbie plus outfits and pets. Well, you never know. When you're working with kids, it can go that way for sure. Let's see here. Did you happen to get the Dirty Dune refillable popcorn cup? Nope. Was that when Dune came out? Was it the most recent Dune movie? They do have the refillable popcorn cups that come out with each movie. I know the Wicked ones were gone in like 15 seconds because they become collectibles and people will go and like buy them all, which is crap. Like, let everybody else have a turn. Let's see. Mortimer says popcorn is all about getting you to buy by smell. It's true. When I smell that popcorn, I absolutely want it. But I also am known to sneak in some locatelli cheese, which, if you are unfamiliar, it's kind of like a Parmesan Reggiano, but it's from a specific region of Italy. And we own a deli, so my husband grates it fresh, and it's banging on popcorn. It is so good. So I will like sneak that in. It's funny. I have this purse, and it was a gift from someone that I love dearly because someone gifted it to her and it's not her jam, because not every style is everyone's style, which I get. But it's like, see, I'm not a fashionista. I think it's Michael Kors. Anyway, it's a famous designer. So if you bought this purse in the store, it would be several $100s. I got it as a gift, and I use it to sneak locatelli into the theater, and that is the only thing I've ever used it for, is to sneak in theater snacks. Because there's been times where I've been doing different nutrition programs, so I've sneaked in baby carrots, or I've sneaked, which if the theater sold them, I'd be happy to buy them from you, but you don't sell that. So I have to sneak it in. And I think they're a little bit more lenient with that than they used to be, because I think they realize how ridiculous they are. So they're like, you know what? We have no valid argument for charging you this. So just bring in your carrots. or bring in your cheese. We're not going to fight you on it. So I have my theater purse that is more than I would ever pay for a purse ever. Ideal seats in theaters cost more than other seats now. Really? See, because when we go, we always want to get the fuck. I almost said fuck the back row because I'm such a Rocky Horror head. We always want to get the back row is like where we like to sit. So yeah, I don't know if that would be considered an ideal seat or not. I did not realize this. Everything's a racket, man. All right, let's see. Lizzie says, last one we caught was either Dark Tower or the first Deadpool, and it was maybe $20 for both of us with a small popcorn early bird. I'm telling you. I love Deadpool. That's so awesome. Oh, okay. The Lincoln Lawyer is a Matthew McConaughey movie. Okay. I will definitely be looking that up. Let's see. So Severian says, I miss movie popcorn. That's just completely off limits now because of the salt. Yep. As we get older, more and more things get off limits. That's an idea. Put in the comments what you used to be able to enjoy that you can't eat anymore, because I have my list. Let's see. Cody says, I love Cajun seasoning on popcorn. If you ever need to borrow my purse, let me know. I will definitely let you borrow it to sneak in your Cajun seasoning. Let's see. If you don't count Shakespeare's shitstorm, but that was Lloyd's treat for Aaron's hard work. Okay, first of all, that's amazing that Aaron got that as a treat. Second of all, that movie is hysterical. I loved it. If you guys are not familiar with Shakespeare's shitstorm, it's one of the latest trauma movies that was released. It is a trauma version of Shakespeare's play The Tempest. Hysterical. So I'm not being paid to promote this, but the Trauma Now app is only $4.99 a month after your first 30 days. You can get it for 30 days free. So if you sign up for Trauma Now, watch Shakespeare's Shitstorm, watch Kill Dolly Kill. I've watched it 3 times already. I am in love with that movie. But there's literally hundreds of titles. And if you like, I don't even want to call it horror, but they're funny, irreverent, super gory movies and hilarious. So try it out for 30 days. If it's not your jam, you don't have to keep it. Just cancel it. But $4.99 a month after, or even cheaper if you buy it for the year. So let's see. Tanya says, never snuck in food, but I always snuck in booze. That's hilarious because there was a certain Roger Waters' The Wall movie where we snuck in booze. That's hysterical. And my older brother and I go to see Rocky Horror Picture Show every month, and they actually sell booze there. So one of us is the driver and the other one's the drinker. Every month we kind of, switch off. So that's cool. Luna says, my bestie has a jacket with lots of pockets. I love that. I'm just picturing the flasher, selling the watches, but it's like popcorn seasonings and snacks. That's awesome. Hey, thank you so much for joining us, Grace. It's so good to see you. We're just talking movies. We're talking what you sneak into movie theaters, and we're talking about food that you can no longer have that you used to enjoy, but you're young, so you can probably still eat everything. Skull, you lurk away, sweetie. Love you and feel better. Let's see. Rebecca says, peanut butter by the spoonful. Used to love it as a kid, but since my late teens, I couldn't eat it anymore. Same with PB&Js. I'm sorry. I haven't had a spoonful of peanut butter in a while, but there's something about that that's very, very yummy. So I'm sorry. Luna says that she misses dairy, told her to avoid it until she's well. Well, hopefully you're well soon, because I've always said that I can follow any nutrition program as long as I can have cheese. I can give up everything else, but cheese is my kryptonite, man. So I hope you're feeling better and you can have your dairy again soon. So Severian says, coffee, soy sauce, aka Chinese restaurants entirely just about movie popcorn, General Tso's chicken. I'm sorry. This thing's getting older, man. Mortimer says, Lloyd Kaufman is a film genius, an absolutely amazing person, and a very attractive and powerful man. He is very attractive for a man in his 80s. I will give him that. I will give him that. And if you have not seen Kill Dolly Kill yet, you get to see Uncle Lloyd in his tidy whities. So good for him. That's awesome. Vaping, smoking, vapable weed, bacon is more limited. Okay. Bacon. I love bacon. Cody says, milk. I drank milk so much as a kid and teenager, turned 26, and I became lactose intolerant now. It fucks up my stomach so bad. And that's your thing you can't have anymore. The fact that you said that, I think it may have been that, because in 2018, before Dave and I got married, I did this program called 80-Day Obsession. You guys know I used to be a Beachbody coach, and that's one of their programs, and it comes with a nutrition program. So I was all in, wanted to do it, and I ate so many eggs during the months, my 80 days, that if I have an egg now, it's like playing egg roulette. Maybe I'm fine. Maybe when I eat that last bite, it's going to be while I'm running to the bathroom. Like, I don't understand what happened to my body. It just rejects, like, spinach. I used to make, like, egg scrambles with fresh spinach, which, you put in, like, 10 pounds of fresh spinach, and you wind up with, like, this much spinach after it's cooked. Can't eat it anymore. So I think you may have, like, drank yourself into a no milk zone. I'm sorry. That sucks. Sisavarian says, fun fact about peanut butter. Eating some without sugar every day reduces diabetes risk by about 30%. I used to read medical books I had to work on when I was a graphic artist. That is interesting. I did not know that. And Lunar Project says, I was born in Wisconsin and miss cheese and ice cream. I bet you do. I went to Wisconsin in 1999. I went to Baraboo, to the Circus Museum. Fun fact. And I was so disappointed because I really thought that Wisconsin would just be cows wall to wall. And I don't think I saw a cow while I was in Wisconsin. I was very sad. But the Circus Museum is pretty cool. So if you're ever in Wisconsin, go to Baraboo and check out the Circus Museum. Cool. So what else is going on with you guys? I'm really happy that you guys hopped on last week with Elson, and I'm super excited because I'm going to be in one of the upcoming Flickr movies, which is super exciting. So please put in the comments everything that you guys have going on. I know Mortimer is very focused on Legend of Bloody Bones. I'm so freaking excited to see that when it comes out. Oh, Mortimer says, I can't do mango or cilantro. Okay, so cilantro, I know some people, when they eat cilantro, it tastes soapy. But does mango, taste bad? Or is it just you overdid the mango and now you can't do it anymore? I like a mango salsa. Like in the summer, I'll make mango salsa. And I used to make homemade tortilla chips to go with them, which was pretty cool. Like homemade being buy tortillas, cut them up and cook them. Not that I have the lard and the flour and I'm making that. But yeah, mango salsa is pretty banging. Tanya says, I have to limit salt, caffeine, sugar. My cholesterol and blood pressure is borderline, and I'll be on meds soon if I can't control it. So all the fun stuff I have to limit. I am glad that it's only a limit, not a completely eliminate, but I understand. There's certain things that I just look at and my stomach goes woo, and I'm like, I used to eat you all the time. What happened? So I understand. I'm sorry. I'm excited to join you on the 26th, and Bloody Bones is going to be sick. All right, Looney. I was going to announce it, and you snuck it in there, so I'm going to announce it now. On February 26th, next week, a week from today, I'm going to have Looney Dingo on as my guest, and we are going to be talking about Metal Earth, which is so freaking cool, upcoming animated series, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. I know Mortimer's a part of it. So many of our friends are going to be featured in this project, and I'm just so honored to be a part of it, and I cannot wait to have Looney on the podcast next week. It's gonna be awesome. So sweet. Let's see. Looney says, I don't like mango, but I had a mango edible and liked it. Fair. That is fair. Mortimer says, mango is soapy to me. Really? Cilantro tastes like I put a stink bug in my mouth. That's horrible. Anybody else think that stink bugs look like, well, actually, like Cybertrucks look like stink bugs. When I see those swastikars, I kind of like picture a stink bug. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see here. Lee says, yeah, I'm sad I had to stop coffee making my heart do weird things. Even decaf? You can't do decaf? Because I would assume it's the caffeine in the coffee, right? And Lizzie says, I feel so bad for him on the mango. It's one of my 5 favorite fruits. That's hard to say. 5 favorite fruits. Have you ever had mango salsa, Lizzie? Because it's so good. If not, I will send you my recipe. It's very yummy. Luna says, yikes, I'd cry if cilantro was like that for me because I love making homemade salsa. Salsa is the bomb. I love salsa. I love tomato salsa. I love mango salsa. I love pineapple salsa. There's like so many different salsas out there. And it's fun to be creative with those. Let's see. Rebecca says, ever since I had my gallbladder removed at 15 years old, sweetie, that's the youngest I've ever heard of anybody having that done. Haven't been able to eat lettuce more than once in a while. Definitely sucks on the weight loss journey. I'm so sorry. Is that strictly lettuce or is it like lettuce adjacent, like spinach, kale? Kale to me is horrible, but I know some people like it. But there are other leafy grains that you could substitute if you can't have lettuce. But I'm so sorry. That's horrible. And Tanya says, some other mostly salty foods flare up the rheumatoid arthritis. It's terrible how, I'm not laughing at your rheumatoid arthritis. I'm sorry, I saw Louise comment after yours. The cause and effect, like it's very interesting how you can peg things and at least you know what it is, so you can avoid them when you can. But it's kind of like it's awful when you've eaten something your whole life and then all of a sudden it starts having a negative effect on you. But I'm glad that you've identified what is causing that at least. This is what I was laughing at. You're not a dumbass, Looney. I just hadn't gotten to that part of the show yet, but it's all good. We can have premature celebrations here. We don't judge. We don't judge. Next week, me and Looney. Woo! And all of you in the comments because you rock. Cody says, Bloody Bones is going to be fucking killer. I'm just over here doing defiler things, preparing for con season. Can I announce what you sent in the group chat about defiler things? Or is that still... I don't want to speak out of turn, so let me know if I can announce that. Lizzie says, I saw a pic of a Cybertruck next to an identical shaped dumpster and can't unsee it. True story, man. Says Severian said Defiler's got to defile. If you guys aren't following each other, please put your links in the comments so everybody can follow you guys because there's just so many of you doing awesome things and I don't want to miss anybody. So please put your links for your websites, your social media, everything in the comments. I want you all following each other. Everybody needs to lift each other up and support each other because you rock. Let's see. Lenny says a little bit of decaf, even that little bit has a tiny amount of caffeine and it does affect me past 1 cup. I'm so sorry. That's awful. And I've cut down on my coffee. When I used to smoke 15 years ago, how many years ago did I quit? It's been like 12 years ago almost. I was a mega coffee drinker. And I remember having literally like 12 to 14 cups a day easy. I would just drink it all day long. And my kids knew, don't talk to mom until she has her first cup of coffee. Like it was a house rule. So one day the coffee maker broke and it was my 3 and the 2 nephews I mentioned earlier were here. And I'm like, all right, everybody, because they were all still little. I couldn't leave them home alone. I'm like, we got to go in the car. We got to go to the convenience store to get coffee. And one of them looked at me completely sincere and was like, are you okay to drive? Because I hadn't had my coffee yet. But now I've been, for like the last 10 years, I've been using this pre-workout, and I don't always use it before I work out. Sometimes I just use it to, like function. So I haven't had as much coffee because I get my caffeine from the pre-workout, but I still can I absolutely sympathize with not being able to have coffee. Hey, Music Outcast is here. Somebody else you guys need to follow. Amazing human being. Thank you for hopping on here. Luna had her gallbladder out at 24. My goodness. I know it's getting more and more common, gallbladder removal surgery. My mom had hers done like forever and ever ago. And it was when they first started doing it like endoscopically. And she had multiple like surgeries where before that where they'd have to like, slice and dice it. So she said that was the easiest surgery she ever had, was the gallbladder surgery. So I hope for everyone who's had it done that it was very easy for you as well. And that the post surgery has been, as comfortable as can be. Let's see. Oh no, mostly just lettuce, but there's times even spinach will make me sick now. I'm sorry. Mortimer says anything in the nightshade family is an inflammatory. Aren't like tomatoes in the nightshade family? I feel like that's a nightshade. All right, Looney. Totally interesting how you can peg things go to the night. I gotta watch what I say around you guys. Not what I meant. All right. Music Outcast says all positive vibes. Absolutely. All right, I'm getting the go ahead from Cody to announce that the new Defiler magazine is coming out, and I am so honored to have been interviewed for it. So definitely keep your eyes on social media. If you're not following Cody already, Defiler of the Crown, do it. Do it so that you don't miss the announcement when everything is released. And also his art is fantastic, so make sure you go give him some love for that too. That is awesome. Mortimer says, I love you guys so much. As soon as it's not 16 degrees, we start filming The Legend of Bloody Bones. That is awesome. And Luna had 7-year no cigarettes. Congratulations. That is awesome. I know firsthand how tough that can be. Music Outcast, you better share your link tree. Everybody share your links. And everybody go follow each other. We all need to lift each other up because it's tough out there, man. Like trying to get eyeballs on our stuff, and that's a collective hour, is tough because there's so much in everybody's newsfeed. So absolutely, let's just share and help each other out. And if you don't have the money to financially do something, which I completely get, just share. It doesn't cost anything to share people's posts and get more eyeballs. Maybe they're the eyeballs that do have the money to financially support. So you never know. Let's see here. Luna said, surprisingly, it's better than other surgeries she's had. So that's good. Yay, glad to be here. I'm so glad you're here too. That is awesome. And let's see. Luna says, I need to make a link tree. Yeah, it's not hard. I just wish that it was and maybe it's because I have the free one, but I wish I could have more than one Facebook. You know what I mean? I have certain things, but mine I have it linking to my website for my socials, so maybe that's my problem because I didn't want to have 80,000 links. One person whose link tree is absolutely hilarious. If you guys know Bill Russell, actor who I interviewed for Necrofiends of the Frozen Dead, super nice guy, very awesome human being. His link tree, I cracked up, and all right, I'm not going to tell tales out of school, but I don't think he would mind if I shared this. So I was getting prepared for the interview. I wanted to learn what I could about Bill. So I go to his link tree and I see there's a link for an OnlyFans. So if you don't know Bill, he's older than me, but bald guy, gray goatee, and I'm like, I had to click on it. I did. So you click on Bill's OnlyFans, and it goes right to Rick Astley singing, "Never Gonna Get Us." Oh, fuck, I got Rickrolled. So you can have fun with your link tree, too. You don't have to keep it all serious, if you want to have fun with it. Let's see here. Yes, very organized and easy to use. They are, absolutely. And you can make different backgrounds. You can personalize it. So that's kind of cool. Rebecca says, my best friend had hers removed a year before me, then my mom a year after me. Wow. Recovery for me was rough, but likely due to my age and stress-related conditions back then. Yeah, that is a factor. So I'm sorry it was rough for you. That sucks. Let's see. Tanya says, I'm horrible at making links, but if you want boring stories and cat pictures, I'm on all the socials under this name. Your stories aren't boring. Stop it. And who doesn't like cat pictures? Everybody follow Tanya. Follow Tanya. For sure. That is awesome. Yeah, but definitely, like, I love when we're all following each other and helping each other out. It's super cool because that's one thing I love about this community with all of you guys is everybody just has so much going on and it's so fun. And I want to have more hours in the day to be able to watch everything and listen to everything and read everything. And yes, the Music Outcast socials are all the same as well. Follow the Music Outcast for sure. But yeah, that's, we need some distraction from the news and like the chaos that's going on. I don't want to get political at all, but I think that there's, a lot of negativity in news feeds right now. So when we can inject some positivity, okay, I said that and y'all are gonna, you know what I mean. And maybe that's what I mean too. But when we can put some positivity in the news feeds and take away from the negativity, I'm all for that. So I want to definitely support each other. Let's see. Cody says, my son was being a complete little asshole yesterday. Cody's son's a toddler, by the way. So he was watching Dragon Tales in his high chair, and I rickrolled his butt. That song kicked on. He lost it. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. My kids used to watch that. That show's been on forever. Let's see. Looney says, I just heard of Beacons. It's like Linktree, but with a storefront. Interesting. There's another one that I've heard of recently that's kind of Linktree adjacent, but I don't remember what it's called. Because I was thinking I can make one of them and put it in my Linktree. So maybe I'll make a Beacons and put it in my Linktree and get them all to work for me. Use all of them. Let's see. Lizzie says, cat pics and videos are fun and fairly easy way to fix your feed if it's got an algorithm to garbage. Very cool. Tanya says, the books of faces, you might want to send me a message. We were on this live for me to accept. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you guys want to follow Tanya, let her know that you were on this podcast so she's not like, oh, I don't, creepy stranger, stranger danger, like say how she would know you. I get that. Totally cool. Let's see here. Luna says, I have adorable cats. Tanya, come find me and I'll find you to get more cat videos. Yay! Music Outcast is familiar with Beacons and says it's pretty cool. Dig that. Tanya says, there's 4 cats in my house. Only one is mine. The crazy ones are my daughters. That's hilarious. And Mortimer says, I have to talk to Aaron, but I'm sure he would love to be a guest whenever you like. Awesome. So like I mentioned earlier, I want to do like 1 week, just all of us, and then 1 week a guest, and then 1 week, just all of us, and then 1 week a guest. So absolutely. Mortimer, ask Aaron what his schedule is, because Aaron is always welcome. You should know that, Mortimer. I will do that. I'm going to say Tatiana. Everybody, Tatiana. All right. So how has it been almost 50 minutes already? I love you guys. I love you guys because we just start chatting and the time flies. All right. Music Outcast is going to follow Tanya for sure. That is awesome. And Tanya says, yes, I have that profile on lockdown due to all the creeps and scammers. All right. So have you guys been getting an uptick in the text messages that are just like, hey, are we still on for coffee? Or I always report mine so they're not on here anymore, but let's see. I got one earlier. I think I reported it though. But they act like they're, like a friend. And it's like, I don't have a friend in that area code, so you can fuck right off. But I feel bad because I know that there's a certain part of the society that is not tech savvy and would probably click on whatever, like in my email, I keep getting that I have CVS points that are about to expire. And it's like, you have $479 worth of. I have not been in CVS that much in my entire life to accrue that much money in points. Like, stop it. There's CVS, I keep getting that I had a PayPal transaction that was, I can't think of the word that they used, but basically like that it's not going to go through, which when I sell my book, I do sell like PayPal's an option. So the first time I got it, it almost got me. But I always scroll over the email address that it's been sent from. And that's how I was like, no, this is crap. But they're trying so hard recently because there's the CVS points, there's an unclaimed assets one that I've been getting a lot. It's like I don't know who woke up these scammers in certain categories. So you got to be safe out there. Let's see. He said he'd open for the goddess Nyx. He's such a sweet boy. Thank you. For those who don't know, I am so honored that I will be playing the goddess Nyx in Legend of Bloody Bones 2 in the sequel. So I'm super excited about that. Luna says I always report mine. Me too. Like I like that you can do the delete and report junk. Like I don't know if it helps, but we can try. Music Outcast says I hate bots and scam texts. Absolutely. Oh yeah, you get the text that there's a package for me. I get that, and Looney just said what I was about to say, that your package can't be delivered text all the time. I'm like, where, bitch? Where are you gonna send it? That's hilarious. I get the one too about you need to confirm your information to get your package, and I need to put a lock on my computer so that after 6 o'clock I can't access Amazon because I have, some Tatianas, and the next thing I know, it's like Christmas and things are getting delivered that I don't remember ordering. So I need to, lock down the Amazon so that I'm not going, what would be a really good idea? Why don't I order? But again, I can go into Amazon and check and be like, that's crap. Or like hover over the email address. And it's always like, Kate Reynolds at 1q8x.org, like whatever. So let's see here. Lizzie says, oh my God, like the scams that act like it's the post office holding a package. Yes. Or your phone account has a ridiculous charge you need to dispute. Scammers are terrible. Absolutely. There's one company that always tells me that my bill's overdue and it's one I don't have. Oh, I know what the one is I've been getting lately, that I have a refund from auto insurance. Our auto insurance isn't in my name. I haven't had auto insurance in my name since I was 22. It's not a refund for me. Let's see. Yes, Tanya, I've gotten this one too. I got a text today about unpaid tolls. Funny, my car has only been taken back and forth to daycare and one trip to Sam's Club since January 1st. I've gotten the same thing. And like we have Easy Pass, that it automatically takes out the money before you spend it. So I knew that was crap. Yeah, almost missed your extended warranty calls. They try to get you with that. And Lizzie says, Tanya, I got that one too. We used a toll road, but a quick check to Texas dot. I hadn't been billed yet. Yep. Scammers have an interesting way of trying to hack people, and it's disgusting, says the Music Outcast. 100%. And they're getting more and more clever. But the thing is, one of them will decide, okay, now we're going to do the toll thing. So then a bunch of them do, and then they kind of tell on each other, which I'm grateful for. But like I said, not everyone is tech savvy, and I feel bad for the people that are taken advantage of. Like the same way you get the phone calls. I get the calls all the time about my student loan. And I'm like, I paid off my student loan in like 1999. I only went to college for a year. It wasn't even that big of a loan. But they definitely take advantage of people. I get that one. What's another one? Let me see if I have it on my voicemail. because it seems to be like a lot of the same types. What's this one? This one's thank you for being an AION customer. I don't even know what that is. AION. No idea. I'm not one of those. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's still on my phone. That's good to know. Your dedicated hosting provider. No idea. No idea what that is, but be diligent, my friends, because there are a lot of scammers out there. So always double check. Double check. Let's see. Looney says, I have a new one to look out for. Google tech instructions that will guide you to deleting your entire profile or history. Is that from an email? Or is that a phone call? Either way, keep your eye. That's terrible. Mortimer, what are you doing to get paddled by YouTube? What did you say? You're the first one to get a YouTube violation, and we're almost done with the show. So let's see. Looney says, like when you Google a tech question, it suggests an answer, and a lot of them have started to be trolls messing with people now. That's horrible. That is horrible. All right, so now we have to be careful when we Google stuff. Luna, did you say spank you very much, Mortimer? The Music Outcast says, whatever link you get from a person you do not know, do not open it. Absolutely. What I've started doing is even if it's something like my credit card bill, I will go to the credit card website. I don't click links because you don't know who's messing with what. But you can usually hover over them and see the link. But sometimes it's in a different font or it's like really sneaky how they change it. So just be careful. And Looney says, just straight up when you Google a question, it will potentially give you a bunk answer for anything. That's awful. He was quoting a funny, like, from Dude, Where's My Car? And YouTube took exception to it. And then? No, and then. A funny line. Okay, from Dude, Where's My Car? That's funny. All right, guys. So we have a few minutes left. So since we didn't get to play last week, let's do pick a page. First three numbers from 1 to 306, and I will read that page, well, part of the page, from my book. So from 1 to 306, what numbers do we have tonight? Music Outcast wants to get on my podcast soon. All right, let's make it happen. Like I said, we're doing all of us guest. All of us guest. Looney's next week. I have somebody else lined up too, so we will make it work. All right, Mortimer hops on first with 212. No, and then. All right, 212. We have, I can't read numbers with my contacts. Let's see. 212. Whether you are an atheist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, vegan, cyclist, CrossFitter, that is your business. Whether you are still following the cues from your childhood or have decided that your truth means something else, that is entirely your call. All right. Then Music Outcast picked 50. So let's do page number 50. If you have ever considered implants, please investigate all the pros and cons. I have friends who have happily gotten implants and have never had a problem. I also have friends who have gotten very sick from their implants and ultimately had explant surgery. All right, so we got movies, and then Luna picks 88. That's so funny, 88 came up earlier today. All right, girl, you're not going to believe this. You know what 88 is? It's a blank page. It's right before chapter 4, and it's a blank page. So Looney picked 31. Let's see. So we'll see what that is, and then Looney, you can pick another one because yours didn't work out. Let's see. 31 is. I was an avid television watcher. I particularly enjoyed soap operas, and the characters in those shows always hung out in fancy clubs drinking alcohol. I know what that's talking about. I remember that chapter. All right. So Luna picked 175. If this is blank too, I am going to pee my pants. Let's see. Nope. Okay, we're good. He loved coming in and hanging out, and we loved it when he was there because he was always willing to have fun and be silly with us. He worked the door for us on St. Patrick's Day in a leprechaun costume. I know exactly what this chapter is about. I call him Aaron in the book. He was the one bar that I worked at. He was a regular and he was a little person. And he was a repo man, which just killed me because I'm like, you didn't see anything and then your car was gone. Like, he was fantastic. And I just felt bad because I'd be bartending and he would have to come to the break in the bar because he wasn't tall enough to look over the bar. So like we wouldn't see him unless he was there. He was a sweetheart, super nice guy, and I'm very grateful for him. He was awesome. And there's some more stories about Aaron in here, but you have to read the book. Read the book to hear what they are. So let's see. Mortimer says, a tip from a good friend of mine, if you're ascension at cybernetics is the way to go. All right. I love how real that is. You really paint people well. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're enjoying my book, Looney, because that was what I wanted to share, the stories to just like help people and make people laugh and share some good advice that I learned that worked for me, and hopefully it works for other people too. So to everybody who has gotten my book, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's already February. I really want to make the Polcast Room audiobook quality so that I can record it as an audiobook. That is on my list of things that I want to get accomplished this year. It was on my list last year, but we're in 2025 now, so no rear view mirrors. Definitely looking ahead, want to get it done. Looney says, random Metal Earth reference from Mortimer, ants, LOL. I knew exactly what he was referencing, but I was like, that got a little deep all of a sudden for titty bar books. We got a little crazy. Excuse me. But for everyone who's been holding out for the audiobook, I really want to make it happen. I just want to make sure that it is the correct quality to get it finished so that I can be proud of it. I don't want it to sound like I'm talking into a tin can. So as you can see behind me, I've been working on soundproofing, and I've said before, if you guys have something that I can hang up on the walls and showcase in here, send it to me. I would love to feature everything. Like I have Red Huntress there, and I have Necrofiends of the Frozen Dead, Johnny Necro's 25th anniversary there. And I have Dad Mented Geek Den behind me. This is Tromathon from last year. Where's my finger? There it is. It's like looking in a mirror. I don't know what I'm looking at. And I have Gerald in the Afterlife. I have the Life After book series. I have all kinds of fun stuff to showcase. So please send me your stuff so that I can showcase that as well. Oh, Slaughter Beach is next to Red Huntress. But yes, everybody that has bought a copy, thank you so much. If you are watching this for the first time, you're not familiar, you can get your copy at learnedingogo.com. Paperback and ebook is available. And thank you guys so much. Mortimer says, titty bar books make the hive go round. That's hysterical. Oh, I'm getting Facebook messages. So excuse that little boop. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on here and joining me this week. I can't wait to see you next week with Looney. So you guys, if you're not familiar with him, you can meet him, hear all about Metal Earth, hear all about everything he's got going on. It's super exciting and I can't wait. And I will see you guys then. Just remember, when life comes at you, you got to hit it head on, because when you stick your head in the sand, you think you're hiding, but the rest of the world just sees a big ass. Love you guys.